chopped to pieces. With the blood still dripping from his axe, he disappeared into the woods. When the grisly remains of his family were discovered a few days later, townsfolk in the surrounding area were horrified. The police tried to find the boy, but it was of no use. To this day, he has never been found. Since then, every year around harvest time, people start to go missing, and in their place, a doll will be left behind. Legend has it, the boy still roams the woods around these parts. The surrounding towns have bought into the legend, and they hang dolls on their front door for protection. They say that if the boy sees a doll hanging on the door of a house, he will pass by the house and leave the residents in peace. Nobody knows if it's true or not, but there's a doll hanging on every door of every house in town. "That's so creepy," cried Jenny. "Do you have a doll on your door?" "Of course," said Samantha. "My dad says he doesn't believe in legend, but we hung one up just in case." Apparently, the house is still haunted by the ghosts of his murdered family again, and if you go up there late at night, you can hear the whole thing take place all over again. "Do you think we could go up there?" Jenny asked. "Sure," said Samantha, "but tomorrow, during daylight. There's no sense in tempting fate." That night, the girls slept in the same room and huddled together, trying to pretend they weren't frightened by the story and expecting to hear something tapping at the window at any moment. The next morning, Samantha's father made them all a big breakfast and they went down to the lake for a swim. Around noon, they decided to make the trip up to the old haunted house. When they got there, the girls sensed an eerie presence in the old, dilapidated place. It was enough to make their skin crawl. They explored the ruins of the old house, peeking into corners and sitting through the rubble. After a while, Samantha spotted something half buried in the dirt. It was some sort of book. She dug it out and dusted it off. The kids gathered around as she opened it and began to flip through the yellow pages. "It looks like a diary or something," said Samantha. "Maybe it's his diary," Jenny whispered. "Whose diary?" asked Amber. "The guy," said Jenny. "The guy that killed his family." Samantha read the diary aloud as the others listened. "There's a dedication inscribed inside the cover," she said. "It reads, 'To my family, who I love and cherish, and who will always be with me.' September 5th, 1987. It has been hard alone. All they had to do was talk to me. They could not talk to me. I hear their voices late at night sometimes. Sometimes I hear their screams. It is cold and dark. I needed love. They did not love me. I am free, free from all of them. If they could not love me, they had to go. Dark sleep for everyone. I still hear their voices, always screaming." December 4th, 1987. People have stopped looking for me. It is okay for me now. I live in the forest. I chase down the animals and put them in dark sleep just like Mom and Dad. And Sis. I visit my old house at night. I listen to the voices. At least they talk to me now. October 3rd, 1995. I left the forest years ago and moved into a small town nearby. Nobody recognizes me. No one knows who I am. I hear people telling my story sometimes. It makes me laugh inside. They all fear me. I still come to the forest sometimes. I spend the nights in my old house. Mom and Dad still talk to me. They say they are very proud of me. November 2nd, 1988. Life has been good. I found a job. I bought a house. I met a girl. She is very quiet and pretty. Sometimes I bring her to the forest. She likes it. I let Mom and Dad see her. They like her. July 1st, 2000. Today is a great day. I have a baby now. I am so happy. Mom and Dad are grandparents now. My wife isn't doing so well, though. It was hard for her. She might not make it. Maybe she will go in dark sleep. August 13th, 2010. I am so proud of my child. She is just like me, except she is much smarter. She has no problems. She doesn't hear the voices. She goes to school and has lots of friends, not like me. Sometimes I take her to the woods. I love her so much. I named her after the lake. Samantha. For a few moments after Samantha stopped reading, there was a stunned silence. "What the heck?" cried Jenny. "Samantha, is this some sort of joke?" Amber asked nervously. "It isn't funny." This can't be true," Samantha whispered. "It couldn't possibly be." Just then, they heard the sound of twigs snapping behind them. When they turned around, they saw Samantha's father standing there. There was a strange, pained look on his face, and he was holding an axe in his hands. "You weren't supposed to find that," he muttered. "There's no other way now. Dark sleep for everyone." "No, Dad!" Samantha screamed. "No, no, no!" When Samantha's father had finished chopping up the bodies, he put the pieces in a large plastic bag and buried them deep in the woods so that no one would ever find them. Now they could be together forever. "I will watch over you now," he mumbled as he patted down the earth with his shovel. "You may not understand, but you will in time. This is the only way for us to be together. Dark sleep forever. We all stay together."
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos.